Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. This is John Oakes here with Hankster's Hot Rods, and yet again today we're coming with you with a brand new piece of inventory here for us. This car is super nice. I mean, the metal on this thing, we're hard pressed to find any kind of flaws whatsoever on this car. But this is a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro. This is going to be a very popular car for all of you out there, just to kind of forewarn you. For several reasons. You've got the good color combination here, the Cortez silver with those black stripes up over the hood and the deck lid. Also, for the simple fact, it is a big block car, it's a 4-speed car, and it's got the 12-bolt rear end in it. So the drive line is going to make this car very desirable also. So let's kind of go over the outside of the car. We'll get to the interior also. But like I said, we do have that Cortez silver. We do have the black stripes up over top of the hood and the deck lid. The 2-inch steel cowl induction hood. We've got all the badging on this car too. So we'll start here at the front fender. We've got 396 badges. Now, unfortunately, that's not what's in the car. It is badged as such, but it is a 454 cubic inch big block Chevrolet engine. Back here at the back side of the fender, of course, you have the correct Camaro script emblem here with the SS emblems right directly underneath, as they should be. All of our wheel well molding trim is all in nice shape, as you can see as we walk down the side of the car, as well as all of our trim at the bottom of the rocker panel trim here. Fitment on this car, panel fitment and alignment, all your body lines and such, all in great alignment here. Gaps are very uniform, top to bottom, front to back. And again, all of your bright work all the way around on, say, all of your windows, your side windows, your rain gutters, all of that stuff is in excellent condition on this car. As I said, the metal too, all the way around. This thing is just in fantastic condition. Let's open our door up. We'll take a look at the interior here briefly. We've got the all black interior, black carpeting, black headliner, black upholstery. These are bucket seats with the headrest, as you can see. They do have all of the seat belts, both front and rear. The dash, all factory. You've got the Speedo and the tack in the dash. In the console there for your 4-speed shifter, you also have the 4 console gauges in there, all of which work. Does have a factory looking radio in it, along with your heater controls in there. Dash pad is nice all the way down. Door panels are very nice also. Even the armrests, where you'll see maybe some cracking from normal wear and tear, nothing like that on this car. It is in great condition. All of our glass, it is in great shape too. No chips, cracks, nothing there. Mirrors, those are in great shape too, and we do have both mirrors on here, both the driver's side and passenger side. As we walk back a little further, you can see the gills back here for your quarter panels. And then wheels and tires, we'll go over those real quick. This car sits on 15-inch steel rally wheels, complete with the beauty rings and the center caps. And it also has all new BFGoodrich Radial TA tires, two 25/60 15s up front, two 55/60 15s on the rear. We'll come around the back here. Couple things you're going to notice is the very nice chrome on the rear bumper. We've also got that rear spoiler here on the trunk lid. Again, I've already mentioned the black stripes on the trunk lid. All of our moldings around the window, all in great shape. The rear glass is in great condition as well. And all of your gaps around that trunk lid in excellent condition too. As far as your taillights, you can see there's no chips or cracks in any of those. And we do have that SS badging back here on the tail panel of the car. Let's go ahead and open up our trunk next, and we'll take a look at what that looks like inside. So as you can see, key does work the lock just fine. Underside of the trunk lid painted that same silver as the rest of the exterior of the car. All of your weather stripping here, all in great shape. As you can see, it looks all new. No rips or tears or any chunks taken out of that. Your trunk pan here, your trunk floor, that is in great shape. As you can see, looks like there's been no patching whatsoever. All of your like your drain plugs and such, those are all intact, and it's been painted with the correct spackle paint too. We do have our rear quarter panel mounted antenna there as well for the radio, and the trunk shuts real nice there. So as we come around the opposite side of the vehicle, as I said, you can kind of look at the metal as we go down the sides here. Everything looks great on this car. We'll get to our door here on the passenger side, and we'll take a look inside from this angle now. Again, all of your seat upholstery is in great condition. Headrests all look great in the car. Carpeting, there's no rips, tears, or fading in the carpeting either. Like I said, the interior, just as nice as the exterior on this car. It looks great. Again, all your glass the whole way around is in excellent shape too. So again, no chips, cracks, no nothing like that. Again, all of your matching badging here on the fenders all the way around. And then we come up to the front end of our 69 Camaro. Starting down below, we do have that front air dam that makes these cars look so good. We come up a little higher. Nice chrome on that front bumper. There's no pitting whatsoever. Shined up real nice there. Got the black grille in here with the SS badging as well, just to kind of complete the whole SS package. Our header panel, we got the Camaro script emblem up there, the 2-inch steel cowl induction like I said earlier, and then all of your gaps all the way around that hood all look to be really good. And to finish off, the windshield and the molding around there all looks to be in good shape. Let's go ahead and open our hood. That way we can talk a little bit about our engine and our drive line here. So with the hood open, it opens up nice and easy, so that latch functions real nice. Again, it's badged as a 396, but this is in fact a 454 cubic inch big block Chevrolet motor. You can see it's got the chrome air cleaner on there. It does look like it's got an Edelbrock AVS carburetor, 4-barrel carburetor that is, on top of a Weiand aluminum intake. I've got the chrome valve covers there. This does retain the stock exhaust manifolds on it, so it's not going to be overly loud. A lot of guys elect to leave the stock manifolds on, only from a matter that it seals up a lot better. Sometimes you get headers, you get some trouble getting headers to seal up on them a lot. So they just left those on. The water pump and everything's all painted up there. Power steering, power brakes on this car. They're power front disc brakes. As far as the ignition goes, we do have an HEI ignition back here, and it's got the Accel super stock wires on it also to help deliver that spark to the engine. Just got a stock radiator in here. It cools no problem whatsoever. As far as our fan goes, it looks like we have a, looks like probably a 7-blade fan there, I think. And that's going to cool you plenty for this big block motor. As I mentioned before, the rest of that driveline is in fact a Muncie M21 4-speed manual transmission, along with that GM 12-bolt rear end with the 373 gear ratio in it. So this car is going to be a real nice car for you to drive around in. It's not going to over rev on you just driving it, you know, down the street, just cruising around in it, but yet it's a gear that'll give you lots of power too if you need it. That's pretty much it as far as that goes. As we try to mention with a lot of our cars, and this one is no exception to that rule, this car does have free shipping anywhere within the 48 contiguous states of the United States if full retail price is paid. And as far as if there's anything add-ons that you would want to do to this car, like for instance, maybe air conditioning is something that you would want, we can always add those things to it. No matter what it might be, definitely reach out to us, give us a phone call, an email, or a text. Ask us, you know, if there's something that you want added to it, ask us about it. We'll be glad to get you a quote on it and let you know what it would cost to do that for you. Because again, we can personalize these things, you know, little by little for you. We just need to know what it is so that we can get you an estimate on what that work would be. Other than that, that's it. We're going to go ahead next, get this car on the lift. We'll go through the underside, and then as we do, we finish off all these cars by firing that motor up and letting you hear what that powertrain sounds like. All right, everybody out there, we've got our 1969 Chevrolet Camaro here up on the lift. Obviously, we're going to go through the underside as we always do and show you exactly what is all underneath here and what we have as far as like our drive line and all of our running gear and suspension and so forth. So starting here at the very front of the car, we have, let's go over the drive line first. We've got a non-numbers match 454 cubic inch big block Chevrolet engine. The oil pan on this thing is nice and dry all the way around it, so it's free from any leaks or drips that we can see here. Right directly behind it, our transmission here, this is a Muncie M21 4-speed manual transmission here. Once again, that thing is nice and clean as a whistle, no leaks or anything around it, even back at the tail shaft. Our transmission cross member here, that's in excellent shape, nice and straight all the way across. And the actual tail mount for the transmission, that is in great condition as well. Of course, we have our drive shaft here, all painted black. It is balanced weighted, so that's going to eliminate a lot of the drive line vibrations and so forth that you might come across. And then as far as the rear end, this is a GM 12-bolt rear end, 373 gears in that particular rear end. As far as the braking components and suspension components, we'll go back to the front here on that. So we have all stock stamped steel suspension components, so stamped steel upper and lower control arms. We do have KYB shocks on this. The springs are in great condition. All of the ball joints on the control arms are in great condition as well. Tie rods here, those are in great condition too. The actual ends on all of those are in great shape. And you can tell everything's been maintained very well on the car underneath here. As far as the braking, it does have power disc brakes up front. When we get to the back there, I'll call it out again, but it does have drums on the rear of the car. It does, in fact, have a sway bar on the front end. That's going to help control that front end, keep it tied to the ground, help with cornering a lot too. And those sway bar end links up in here, those are in great condition too. Even the bushings there across the frame, those are in great shape. As far as wheels and tires, now this car does sport 15-inch steel wheels. These are the rally wheels, complete with the beauty rings and the center caps on them on all four corners. And it also has the BFGoodrich Radial TA rubber on all four corners. All new tires too on this thing. 225 60 R15s on the front, and then out on the back we've got 255 60 R15s back there. As we come back a little further here, we look at the floors on the car and the frame rails. The frame rails are super straight on this car all the way back, well, the subframe anyways, that's all you have on these cars. Then the floors are in great shape. You can see the floors, you can see all the stamping lines and everything in all of these. These are in great shape. Brake lines, fuel lines all run along the sides, the pinch welds of the car there, kept out of the way. Those are nicely done, and it does have the emergency brake all hooked up. So you've got all your cables coming all the way from your foot pedal back to your J-links and your frame hooks, all the way back to those rear drum brakes where they end and they're all hooked up back there. Like I said, floors are in great shape. Pinch welds are super straight down both sides of the car. And as we come back here, we're noticing our exhaust system also. This does have the accelerator turbo style mufflers here, complete with the tailpipes that actually come out where they should between the leaf spring and the quarter panel back here at the rear of the car. This also has multi-leaf rear suspension on it, along with the air shocks back here. And again, that's going to enable you to adjust the ride height on this car very, very easily just by simply putting an air hose to it. You can adjust that and give it the stance that you like. Again, you don't want to go too low with that, because then you may run into some rub issues. But again, it's very easily adjusted. As far as your fuel tank goes here, you can see how nice condition that is in. all painted black. Your straps, all the mounting hardware is in good shape on this car. Again, you don't see any leaks anywhere around the rear end of this car, the differential, or around the fuel tank. Everything is super, super dry back here on this car. So that's pretty much the underside of our 69 Camaro. What we're gonna do next is, as we always do, let this down off the lift, go underneath the hood, get this big block Chevy fired up for you, and let you hear what that 454 cubic inch motor sounds like.